What's up? What's up? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. Top of the morning to y'all. Be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a member. And also hit the notifications so that you're able to get each and every one of my videos. Last night, the streak ended for the Phoenix Suns. Okay. They Their streak was ended by Atlanta. Golden State right now is on a win streak at this point in time too, as they uh, last night they defeated the Sacramento Kings, and they increased their win streak to 8. A few other streaks that took place was with Chicago earlier in the season, and Memphis too as well. But a team that nobody is really paying attention to and nobody's talking about, and just now starting to they just do, uh, is the Toronto Raptors. Okay, the Toronto Raptors are a team that is not to be played with. They're on a 4-game winning streak. I know that's minor right now, but the fact is that they have a really uh, sneaky, I would say, way of sneaking up on you because you wouldn't expect the players on the squad to be doing what they're doing. They defeated the Bulls last night, 127 to 120, and uh, Siakam led the team, but they have multiple guys on there that can get you buckets. The two guys in particular that I have up here, of course, is none other than Fred VanVleet and, of course, Gary Trent Jr. And Gary Trent Jr. have went on a stretch of roughly 5 games, 4 or 5 games, where he has scored 30 points and was very accurate from 3-point range, even hitting in the 60s for 3-point range. Now, a lot of people that have listened to me before, they tripped out when I talked about Gary Trent Jr. and a lot of people were like, I was capping and stuff like that. I still believe in his potential. I still believe in his potential. Sky is the limit for him. It was just that you didn't really get a chance to see this guy play like how he was playing when he was in Portland because he was playing with a guy like Damian Lillard. And when you talk about a guy like Fred VanVleet is so unselfish. It's not even funny. Fred VanVleet, man, is one of them guys, man. He's gonna let you. He's gonna facilitate. He's gonna set the table. But he can also score and get his. He's one of the best finishers in basketball. I mean, last night he had 21 and 9, 21 points and 9 dimes, right? And the leading scorer, like I said, was Pascal Siakam. He had 25 and 13. But they also have the rookie that I mentioned, Scotty Barnes. Now, I do believe that Evan Mobley is the rookie of the year. Just when you take a look at what the Cavs have been doing overall, but the Toronto Raptors are to be taken seriously, and they are a threat in the East. Now, am I going to say that they're going to win the East and all of that? No, that's not what I'm saying. But they are a force to be reckoned with, and they're not a team that you can just be like, no, we're just gonna run over these Raptors or anything like that. Their record speaks for itself. Their record speaks for itself. They're they're at 6th and 5th in the East currently right now. you know, and that's up there right on the heels of Brooklyn. And if Brooklyn don't get it together, which I don't really see that happening right now, the Raptors could be in that sixth spot. And I made a mistake. They are seventh as I'm looking currently right now. They're at the seventh spot, but nevertheless, they're a game and a half behind. And the Raptors are one of those sneaky teams. And listen, these teams that you used to look at and used to be like, oh, they garbage, well, we're not paying attention to them. We're not looking at these guys. We don't know nobody on this team. There ain't no superstar, all this other stuff. Those are the teams that you got to watch out for. Like the Clevelands. Like the Chicago. Chicago's at the top of the East right now. It was Miami. So we gotta stop, underestimating some of these other teams. And I really feel like the Raptors really can be put in a good position to ultimately, you know, get to get I would say maybe to the second round at best. They have a good chance, but I'm not gonna jump too far ahead of myself. They're certainly better than a team like Washington, who everybody thought was gonna be the surprising, especially at the beginning of the year. Charlotte, you still gotta look at them. But these guys right here, man, have really, really, they went out, they played ball. I've been talking about Fred VanVleet. I've talked about him more than I actually talked about Gary Trent Jr. You know, I mentioned Gary Trent Jr. a lot because, I watched him, at Duke, and that's not my Duke bias coming in or anything like that. When I talk about guys like uh, Gary Trent Jr. or R.J. Barrett or Cam Reddish, guys that played for the Blue Devils, even a little bit of Zion, who I didn't really. I, I'm not gonna lie, with Zion, I did not think that he was going to have as good as future as a guy like R.J. Barrett or Cam Reddish. I felt like their potential was at a higher ceiling rather than them. But the one guy that nobody was looking at was Gary Trent Jr. And I said that he has the potential to actually, be at a superstar status. Now I could be wrong, but I would just like give it time. That's basically what I was saying. But everybody gets so caught up in, oh, well, this guy, he ain't jumping out the gym, or he's not scoring 50 points, or he's not doing that, he's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not none of that. And see, what you also got to realize is he's hitting dagger in his points are impactful, and his defense is impactful. But you got so dominated with seeing Damian Lillard and CJ McCullough all the time dominating the ball, not really getting a chance. And then when this guy, comes out and hits, and you give him a chance to do what he do, then you're shocked. But I wasn't shocked at that. You gotta let players do what they do. You gotta let players breathe. And he's been able to do that while he's been in Toronto, who nobody is looking at. And like I said, man, on this channel, I pay attention to the popular team. Yeah, that sounds lazy, but you hear about them all the time. I talk about some of these other players and these other teams that are getting they just do. So y'all let me know what you think in the comment section. Um, like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notification. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. Man, I'll get at y'all later.